Hey everybody, Joe Dalton here from Serve Pro with another edition of Beans and Business. Drinking our coffee from our favorite place, Pallet Coffee, right here in downtown Sanford. Today I've got my good friend and general manager from Mayfair Country Club, Pete Sands, to join me. So we're going to talk a little golf, we're going to talk a little community, talk about some of the things they've got going on. We may even get into a conversation about live golf and PGA Tour golf, since that's a hot topic these days. But Pete, we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of golf balls out at your course.
Which is actually very hard to do because it's a pretty wide open golf course. So.
But I can do it. Trust me. We've been able to sponsor some stuff with you, and I feel like we've been a good community partner with Mayfair, sure. and likewise, you guys are great with us. But let's talk a little bit about where it's come to. I mean, I remember Mayfair. I've been in this area for a long time. I remember Mayfair back in the days, not quite in the 50s when it started, I think.
1922.
Like I said, 1922. Yeah. But, look at it. It's gone through so many transitions. Professional tournament golf course for a long time. And then, you have to admit, for a while there, it was not in great shape. It wasn't a course. But you took over. You really worked with the city. Tell me a little bit about that journey and that process and what's coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you kind of hit on, the history of Mayfair kind of sells itself. So it was built, one of Donald Ross's first design back in 1922.
Right.
Held a PGA Tour event in the 50s. Arnold Palmer actually got his first professional check at Mayfair.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
There was a big match between Gene Sarzan and Walter Hagen that was out there. So the history just easily sells itself. So me and my team have been there just about 5 years now.
Yep.
And we took it over to kind of help, what I'll say, restore it for the city of Sanford. It is owned by the city of Sanford. It is a municipal golf course. And through the tools that they've kind of given us, some creative marketing things, some great partners like Serve Pro, we've been able to build that back to kind of what you see today, where we are now hosting again bigger tournaments. We're hosting professional events, college events. So it's been a long journey, but you kind of snap fingers and we're here. I mean, the 5 years have kind of gone by pretty fast, and but loved every minute of it, and look forward to the next 5 years.
We were able to be a part of the Junior College Championships that you just hosted out there. Congratulations on that. Great event. It's got to be kind of unique to host that event when you're in the backyard of what has to be a junior college golf dynasty in Seminole State.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Tano and her girls, best way I can explain them, they are the Alabama of NJCAA women's golf.
Right.
I mean, they've been dominant for the last 5 to 8 years. Coach Tano has done a tremendous job building that program, and she came to us probably about a year and a half ago and said, hey, we're the host school this coming up in 22. We built a relationship, and we hosted a couple of their smaller matches against Stetson and some of the schools around the area, and then that kind of led into them kind of giving us the trust to run this national championship for the NJCAA, which huge success. It was done without a clubhouse, which is probably a topic we're going to get into here shortly. But my team just did an amazing job. Golf course was in great shape. Girls had a great experience, and we look forward to hosting another one for them here in the near future. But yeah, Seminole State, Coach Tano. If you guys have not looked them up, they are about as dominant gets. When we're taking bets on whether they're going to win this national championship by 50 strokes or not.
It's crazy.
That's pretty dominant.
Yeah, it's insane. They talk about how you can't win a tournament on day one, but you can sure lose one. Seminole State disagrees with that.
Yes, they won it the second their name got on the board.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You do such a good job with tournaments out there. I've participated in a number of them. We've held a number of charity events out there. Your greens, the course is in great shape. It's tougher than people think that are just looking at it for the first time. If you don't know what you're doing around those greens and on those greens, it will absolutely eat your lunch.
Yeah, Donald Ross will come and bite you in the butt for sure.
Yeah.
You look at the golf course; it's not the longest it plays 6,500 yards from the tips,
Right.
which is, in the golf world, a very short golf course. But we say we can set it up for people to go shoot 62, 72, 82, or 92. And
I've shot all those.
So, just depending on where we put the pin locations, how quick we can get the greens,
Right.
Because that's what protects the golf course. So
Yeah.
we are kind of somewhere in the middle for the NJCAA tournament when we host. The PGA tournament back in the 50s was the Mayfair and Open. We kind of restarted that about 4 years ago. And now it's turned into the Sunshine State Open, which you guys were a part of this year.
Right.
We probably, day one, we set it up for the 72. Day two, we probably set it up for the 62, and it definitely showed, with the scores from professional golfers from all over the country. We even had a couple from across the pond. And
Yeah, it was great.
It was a great event. Look forward to it. 23, paid $48,000 in a purse for that, which is
Yeah.
such
Tremendous.
a huge purse for a smaller tier tournament. But
Yeah.
it was because of great partners like you that we were able to do stuff like that. So.
Well, we're always happy to be involved. And to clarify, the 62 I shot was the front nine.
Okay.
So
yeah,
just so
I
everybody's on
chuckled
the same
because I was
page.
like, whoa. I was like, man.
You've seen my game. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about, because you just had a great experience here recently. I mean, you get a lot of really good golfers that come out there to Mayfair, but let's talk about Keith Green. I mean, qualifies for the U.S. Open, and you get to go out there. And Double D, he was did he caddy for him?
He did not. He did go up.
Okay.
So Don Donatello, who does caddy out on tour
Yep.
with Alex Smalley, he was able to come up with Keith on Monday through Wednesday, and then a group of 7 of us flew up to go watch him play on Thursday and Friday, and it was such a amazing experience. I mean, to watch somebody like Keith, who has been, he's 29, 28 years old now, just been trying for so long, ups and downs. He was able to get onto the Latin Tour, the PGA Latin American Tour, then had a tragic car accident that
Right.
really set him back some, but then he's built his way back up, went from local qualifier to sectional qualifier to actually qualify for the U.S. Open, which, it's just such a small percentage of golfers.
Great story.
It's yes, and you'll definitely see his name and going forward probably in some of these bigger events now. But he is our he's our main man over at Mayfair. So.
And you can't meet a nicer guy. I mean, he's just an amazing
No,
guy.
I actually had a conversation with his dad this morning about
Really?
him, and just the different now steps that we're going to try to help and get him kind of national exposure and different ways to do that. So hey, if anybody wants to help a young aspiring professional
Right.
golfer, Keith Green is definitely the train to jump on right now, because it's going to start moving fast here quickly.
Well, as you know, Serve Pro is a big sponsor nationally of the PGA Tour. We've been to TPC together, which
Yeah.
Serve Pro goes to.
Yeah.
We sponsor Brant Snedeker on the tour, and so golf intertwines with Serve Pro in a lot of ways, and so we like moving that to the community area from our franchises, and bringing that to the local golf community as well, which we've been able to do with you, which is
and the
great.
amazing thing about Mayfair is, Keith is definitely special, but I mean, we have 10 Keith Greens at Mayfair.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's unbelievable the talent that is at this little municipal, and it's actually we are hosting, or we're having an event with DeBerry, kind of a home and home
Yeah.
type event, Ryder Cup style, and I get unfortunate news for DeBerry. They will not come out on top on that one.
No,
just like Redtail did, and we brought that team to Georgia, and we represented Florida as in the Bridgestone.
I was going to say, you guys are pretty solid, man.
It's a tough team to be. Probably the most talented golf course I've ever been a part of, for sure.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So let's talk about the clubhouse, because you haven't had one in a long time, really. I mean, the one that was there wasn't able to be used in a lot of ways. So it's gone, torn down. Tell me what's coming up. I've seen the plans. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to the city of Sanford. Like I said, they are giving us every tool possible to make that place successful, which we're very gracious for. And one of those is a brand new clubhouse coming. As far as the actual date of it, Not 100%. I know it's in the I believe pre-bid process, but we've seen plans are now done. We have a pretty good concept of what it's going to be and what it's going to look like. But I can assure you that it will be something that not only the golfers at Mayfair, but also the citizens of Sanford can be proud of. That the city has revitalized this historical golf course, because that's what it is. I mean,
it is.
There's very few golf courses that has the history that Mayfair has, and kind of it sells itself, but it also takes some backing to really push that going forward. So we look forward to it. Hopefully, knock on I don't know if this table's wood or whatever, but knock on wood that it we'll break ground sometime this year, and then probably 12 to 18 month build, depending on
Sure.
Nowadays with
Yeah.
stuff available and
Yeah.
all that. Just,
Well, even without the clubhouse, it's considered one of the best municipal courses in the state.
Yeah,
of
I
Florida.
mean, and that's, I'm sure, we'll get into all this, or I'll go ahead and break the egg on this one. I mean, we are different. I mean, we try to be
Yep.
different. We have a different mindset at Mayfair. Whether you shoot 172 or 72, you're going to enjoy yourself at Mayfair Country Club. We stay active. We always have different things going on. Whether you're a brand new golfer, like we said a minute ago, a bunch of professionals playing out there. There's always something for you to do. There's always a great group. There's always a great game. You walk into the clubhouse, it's not your stuck-up feel that unfortunately golf has a little stigma of. It's you walk in, music playing. There's just fun, active golf club, and that's what we try to pride ourselves on. I mean, the reality of it is we're in the golf capital of the world. And there is a good golf course on every corner. So
Right.
How do we get everybody to choose Mayfair?
Yep.
And the way we do that is, we make sure our conditions are adequate, and then we also give a great experience, from the second you pull in the parking lot to the second you leave.
You do, and you're right. It's a super competitive market. There's a million golf courses, so you have to make yourself unique a little bit. Our business model is the same. Everybody's got a lot of competition out there, but you guys have done a fantastic job. So let's talk about the white elephant in the room. Let's talk about the PGA Tour and Live Golf.
I thought I'm a big guy with a white shirt on. I'm like, man, I was like, we're going low blows here.
That's Paul Williams.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, Live. Here's the thing. I was just saying, a second ago, we think different in the golf industry, and I definitely appreciate what Live is attempting to do. Maybe not so much on all aspects of it, but the different formatting, the kind of the fun atmosphere that they have, the more just kind of quick pace, mentality that they're bringing to the table. I appreciate that. I mean, anything that can give you good golf, and obviously they're getting bigger names each passing day
Right.
to play in it. I think that's a good thing. I don't think it'll ever get the feel of what me and those couple guys just went up for the U.S. Open. I don't think it'll ever get
No.
that major feel. But I do think it might be a fun alternative to to basically the PGA Tour, which is had such a long history, and sometimes competition is good. So.
I agree with you. I love the PGA Tour. I'm loyal to them. I like how that is set up from a competitive level. You can't replicate that at Live Golf. But I'm never going to be somebody that gets upset because somebody chooses to make a living and has a better opportunity in front of them. And that's what these guys have right now. So I'm all for it. We'll see what the TV audience does and everything else, but
Yeah, and we hope that this also changes, the PGA Tour for good.
Sure.
Not Live has been so negative. But the different formatting, kind of treating the golfers as the independent contractors that they are, because yes, they sign a contract with the PGA
Right.
Tour, but at the end of the day, they're out there to make a living for them and their family. And I think the positives of where Live is going with this is, like I said, the fun formatting. I mean, golf is so just mentally meticulous, and it's one of those that it's very rare breed that will sit down on Thursday, watch all the coverage of golf on Thursday, all the coverage on Friday, all the coverage on Saturday, all the coverage on Sunday. Most people, will watch the weekend. And how do you sit there and bottle up that weekend feel into, a whole tournament? I think that's what Liv's trying to do with, kind of the team aspect. I know the first tournament that over in England that, we watched, we had it on the clubhouse on YouTube because that was the only way to
Right.
get it.
Yeah.
But they had the different scoreboard that kind of was a very IndyCar feel, and
Yep.
I think they're trying to do different things to make themselves different, but also appeal to a broader audience, not just the the traditionalists like you and I might be. And so I don't think that's a negative thing. I mean, I think you can spin anything into a negative, and I think that's what kind of is happening right now in the overall media is just so much focused on a negative aspect of Liv.
Shocker, right?
Yeah.
That the media is a little negative on something out
Yeah.
there these days.
So-
Yeah, I wish them all the best. And like
And
you,
I mean, if the Liv wants to pay me,
and
millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to go play golf,
I have not heard that rumor, but
No,
I'll let you
no.
know. I
Okay.
haven't seen it in the media
All right,
either.
checks
but
in the mail.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that. So as soon as you start shooting those 62s consistently out there,
I'm more the Joe Dalton, not showing off, not falling behind. I
right?
mean,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Middle of the road,
Yeah.
where it's safe. Stay away from that ditch. So what have you got coming up? Any tournaments? Any charity events we need to know
Yeah,
about?
so it's summertime. I mean, it's hot. So
It
I
is
mean,
brutal hot.
it is. Everybody complains about the cold in the winter time, and I'm like, nope. Just wait till we get to that summertime when it's 100. I think on the other day we were out there playing. It was the heat index. It was like 111, which is, I don't know how we're getting by with that. But so we have We have the match with DeBerry that is end of July. We have every Thursday we're doing a junior program every Thursday night.
And the match at DeBerry's a home match?
So
Is
it'll
that
be
Mayfair?
Saturday at DeBerry and then Sunday at Mayfair.
Okay,
So yeah,
great.
we have our we just announced our team Mayfair on Facebook here the other day. So
Good.
Anybody interested in who is on that squad, you can go to our Facebook page and see that. But and then just kind of gearing up for the fall and back to the winter. We have a bunch of charity events lined up.
Sure.
Just off the top of my head,
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to throw those out. But there's always, like I said, there's always something going on at Mayfair. Whether it's, we have we're recording this on a Tuesday, and Shirts and Skins is every Tuesday night
Right.
at 5:30. And last week we had 52 in it, so
That's
over
fantastic.
$1,000 in a pot for
Yeah.
a Tuesday night 9-hole skins game. That's the kind of activity that you'll see year round at
Right.
Mayfair. So,
Right.
but yeah, gearing up. Of course, getting better each day. We could always like to see it when those afternoon showers comes in, and that's no better medicine for grass than Mother Nature.
sure.
But yeah, just pecking away and looking forward to the new clubhouse. Looking forward to a good finish to 22 and leading into 23.
Right. Good. Well, Pete, you've done a great job out there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I enjoy our friendship. Enjoy playing out there. If you haven't played at Mayfair yet, make sure you get out there. It's just an incredible course. You'll enjoy the experience. Don't forget to visit our good friends at Pallet Coffee Company in downtown Sanford, and have a great day.
Thanks, guys.